policy and supply are not only about electrons, fuel and carbon technologies. In reality, it is rather an issue of socio-energy system design, as energy systems are deeply embedded in broad patterns of social, economic and political life and organization. The IPP procurement program has been designed not only to produce energy, but has been structured to also contribute to the broader national development objectives of job creation, social upliftment and broadening of economic ownership. Education is a sure means out of poverty. IPPs are making a difference through health and feeding schemes to improve children's ability to learn through access to electricity and additional educational programs to help progress up the education chain and to enter the world of work.
10 years ago, Peter Dick Ace he initiated the trust. He moved to Darling, and as you can imagine, being a celebrity, got lots of knocks on the door as to help and assistance, and he realized that there was a need in Darling to help in various areas. Evita's Darlings is their name. The 2 grade R classes that we have here started off as a creche, but then we found out that a grade R was the most important, because that step from creche to grade 1 was quite big in terms of their development. We have the 60 children, but then we also have the music and art outreach, which also happens here at the centre. And that's children from all ages, and we're up to, with the music, we're up to between 50 and 60 children, and that is piano, recorder, guitar, and we're building on an orchestra. You know, at this stage our projects are very much just literally just sustaining them, no bells and whistles, and you know, there's so much more that we can do. There's so many more projects that we have got. We've got a wish list of, you know, projects, and not just by what we want to do, but what we've heard from the community, where the needs are.
So good news does happen, and my whole point with the trust is make it possible for dreams to come true. And so with the solar park in the future, which gives us an enormous amount of inspirations to develop our areas of focus, education is the most important.
Die ondervinding wat die mense van Darling opgedoen het by die solar park projekte is regtig 'n groot voorreg. Hulle kan hier vandaan gaan en hulle gaan dit doen by ander plekke vir dit wat hulle opgedoen het. En van hulle gaan reeds na die ander sites waar 'n solar park besig gaan wees.
The arrival of solar benefited the community greatly around job creation. It's more than 2,000 jobs that have been created during the construction phase of the solar farms. That was a massive economic injection into our area.
Now that the project is operating, a percentage of our revenues is devoted to local development programs. Over the 20-year life of this project, a significant social investment will take place for the local community.
60% of the learners who are registered here, their parents are unemployed. You'll find that there are learners who come to school without food. Nothing, they just come to school. We have 585 learners enrolled here at school. We feed all of them. The solar power approached us and asked what are our needs. And then immediately it struck us. Our major need is the kitchen. With that kitchen now, we will be able to have 2 stoves there, and we'll be able to have big pots at the same time. And the food will be ready on time. That kitchen has really brought a big relief to the whole school as well as to the community.
near future, we will be the first municipality going off-grid.
Going off-grid, it means solar panels and solar water heaters can be able to take off that pressure from the grid using renewable energy.
We want to look at a municipality that's not putting a footprint out there. A municipality that does not contribute to the damaging of the ozone layer.
We can proudly stand and say that we are involved within a company and a product that changes lives. It's cost effective.
Ik voel dat mijn leven zomaar heel veranderd is. En dat is iets wat ik elke morgen opzie als ik opsta. Om daar te wees, om dit te doen. So dat is een grote verandering voor mij. En dat nou is mijn loopbaan veel verbeterd.
It's a good feeling. We've made changes. We have had an impact.
We can now see that, yeah, indeed, we did better people's lives. Only if it's just putting one panel on a roof and providing a few lights, there is change, and change for the better.
We know that Eskom have a huge problem to supply electricity to our country, and that will help Eskom in such a manner that they don't have to worry about the small communities anymore because we provide that.
Hopefield is 'n baie lekker plek vir my skattebal. Kan goed lewe en lieflik lewe. Maar Hopefield is as daar nie werk is nie, dan is daar baie tekortkomings.
The Hopefield Home Improvement Project is about upgrading RDP homes in the Hopefield area, and it involves installing solar water heaters, insulated ceilings, and upgrading some of the wiring and electrical plug points in the houses. But the project is actually more than that. When we first did research into the project, we found that the unemployment rate, was quite high in this area. One of the aims of the project is to employ people from the community, train them, give them the necessary skills to do the installations in the homes, and therefore creating employment within the community.
Hulle het nou gekom het baie mense gehardloop wat dit vir werk kan kry. Getroude mense en jongmans. En nou gaan dit 100% beter as wat dit gegaan het.
Once the employment process was completed and the teams were selected, we then sent them for training at Northlink College in Cape Town. There they receive the theory and the practical, but here they're getting on-the-job training, and it's the reality of the work that they are doing.
Ek is baie bly daaroor. Want nou hoef ek nie so te sit by die huis en te wonder waar gaan ek die kry en waar gaan ek daai kry. Sien. Ten minste weet ek nou elke maand daar as 'n paar rand.
Every young person over the age of 18 after school needs a job to build a career and to sort out your future life. For me now is to help my mother and my two brothers. So I'm working for the house.
For the electricals, upgrading the electricals in people's houses. We rewire the houses actually. I'm very happy because electricals is what I wanted to do. I studied this subject at school from grade 10 up until matric. I didn't go to college or varsity, so this project gave me the opportunity to live my dream.
After this 2-year contract, I can start my own business on my own, or maybe some of the teammates in making a co-op. So it's a big opportunity for me.
Dat is eintlik 'n voorsprong wat hulle ons nog gegee het. Ons kan weer verder gaan met die.
It's so rewarding when you meet one of the residents and they say, thank you for what you have done. You've made a huge improvement in my home and in my life.
Every family needs home. And every family must be together in a home. This home for me, it's like a dream come true.
The plant is situated on the undulating hills of 7 dairy farms between the towns of Oyster Bay and St. Francis Bay. Construction started in March 2013 and the project was completed in March 2015. Besides being a renewable energy plant providing clean energy to the grid, Cougar Wind Farm is also committed to uplift the local communities. For this purpose, we have selected the community of Sea Vista near St. Francis Bay and Umzamawetu near Oyster Bay as the prime beneficiaries. The Cougar Wind Farm's corporate social initiative during construction involved various community-driven projects and included the entire construction team, namely Cougar Wind Farm Project Company, Nordex South Africa, Power Group and ATCOM/VE Reticulation. The combined CSI budget of the entire team enabled the projects to be more meaningful and impactful. The process of identifying projects involved meeting with the 2 communities of Umzamawetu and Sea Vista. This was then followed by smaller working committee meetings to discuss what was possible and create priority projects. Other stakeholders such as the Cougar local municipality were also consulted to ensure that our projects are in alignment with the integrated development plan of the area. The wind farm will inject an excess of 250 million rand into local upliftment that will directly benefit members of the historically disadvantaged communities. The Cougar Wind Farm is now operational, and during this operational phase, we move into the socio-economic development program.